All right, the next one, we also have a GeoGebra problem, and it wants us to, it says we have the graph of f. We're going to move points A, B, and C so that they are distinct and lie on the graph of f. So in the section we talked about the derivatives, and the maximum and minimums give us a slope of 0 for our derivative. So the derivative of f will be 0 at each of the minimum or maximum points. So those will be the easiest ones to kind of outline. So I'm just placing these points A, B, and C on the axis right above or below a minimum or maximum. And you can pick any of them. I could pick this one, or I could pick this one over here. It doesn't matter. Those are the ones we will know for sure. Okay. And it kind of puts you some circles kind of close. All right. Next, it says for a given function f, what does f represent? F prime represent, that would be the slope, okay, of the function. Average rate of change is another word of slope, but I think what we're just looking for here is just saying the slope of the function. All right, and then it says y is the notation dy dx used to represent the derivative. So this is again one of the definitions in the text. The derivative dy dx is equal to the change in y over change in x for any value of x. The notation dy dx is the limit of dy dx as x goes to 0. Derivative dy dx is the limit of the change in y over the change in x as the change in x goes to 0. Here is what we're looking for. Where's the definition? And then D says dy dx is just another way to write change in y over change in x. So the derivative is the change in y over change in x as the change in x goes to 0.